What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Today we got something real special for y'all. We had a cloak and dagger that was 25 and 46. Sounds like a regular good cloak and dagger game. Why does this shit take an hour and some change to break down? This is a special one for you strategist mans out there that want to improve. It's a lot of information in there. So get your water, get your notepad, and lock the fuck in. I ain't playing. As a person who knows hero shooter theory, this is one for the strategist mains. Y'all will enjoy this. Y'all will pick up on a lot. So make sure, if you enjoy this series, like the video, comment what you would have done in some of these situations with the timestamp. What you would have done different from me. This is how we grow as a community. This is how we engage with one another. And I was a little under the weather. I'm still under the weather right now. My allergies are flaring up due to the beginning of the season, so don't mind my stuffiness. But what I'm teaching right now is critical to getting better in Marvel Rivals. I hope y'all enjoy this, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. See y'all in the next one. Peace. All right. So you sent me two. You sent me 101-35-579-1191. All right, chat. Here we go. Welcome to Crash Out Coach, episode 5, where we are reviewing a cloak and dagger. Clearly today, 25-2, right? 25-2 with 46 assists, 21,000 healing. You had the most healing out of everybody in the game, which is fucking fantastic. But what I'm here to do, you died twice. You probably couldn't have died. You probably could have went 25-0, right? Chat. Do not take what I say personally. Take it from a point of coaching and learning and be observant. We're ranking a cloak and dagger that is currently in platinum that went fucking crazy, 25-2. But what we are here to do is to show and improve upon how we play the game. Okay? Today, we're reviewing a platinum cloak and dagger. There's obviously going to be things we can improve upon, right? So with that being said, let's jump right into the game. All right, we got some Moon Knight bands. Okay, first one is Penny Parker on both sides. This is a solid band. Everybody hates Penny Parker. However, she's not as good as people think she is outside of whatever map she's on. So I think she's situationally dependent. Next. Everybody on your team wants Moon Knight out of the game, and then everybody else wants, seems like, Gambit. I don't know why we're doing an Iron Man ban. He's an easy fucking pickings. All right. So Iron Man wins the ban, and Moon Knight wins on the other team. All right, chat. Looking at Pink Fairy here. All right. Get ready. All right. First and foremost, we're already throwing. Why are we not in the game yet? Your team's already 4. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? What would you playing on your phone, scrolling on TikTok? You're playing ranked. I know this shit ain't paying you, but if you playing ranked, don't cost other people your rank. Let's get to it. Game's already started and you trying to get to where you going. Hello. Crosshair, this is what's your preference, so I don't give a fuck. Okay, first and foremost. All right. Was indeed on my phone. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. All right, chat, here we go. All right, first and foremost, Adam already dies. Hold on, chat. Here we go, focus. Adam already dies. Okay, chat. Let's see what happens. Okay, your Doctor Strange dies. And I'm not going to put you fully responsible here. However, we're going to teach you something right now, right? I'm going to show you something. You, ma'am, are Cloak and Dagger. One thing I know for a fact about Cloak and Dagger's kit is what makes her so fucking broken. Not only does her daggers do an AoE healing when you hit your target, they also bounce off walls. Okay? I feel like a lot of people do not utilize that part of her kit, which makes her very broken. She can throw her daggers off of walls and they automatically go towards teams. So in this situation where you are here, Miss Cloak and Dagger, when you're in this situation and you're coming around this corner, right? Why are we not already? Oh shit. Still getting the controls right. Why are we not already? We see the Strange is low. At least trying to bounce our daggers off of this wall. What are we doing?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What are we doing? You don't have clear visual on him. So the least you can do is try, right? You're not in danger. So you might as well use your basic fucking heals to bang them off of this wall right here that I'm looking at. You might as well. Even if you don't hit the Doctor Strange directly and you hit somebody, who, hold on. It's two people over here. So the daggers are automatically going to go over there. I guarantee you. She has 90% accuracy the entire fucking time. He's dead already. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, right? Let's see what the fuck was going on. He was playing point and he basically just got it fucking exploded. All right, hold on, chat. So the team is running a Doctor Strange, Rogue, Scarlet Witch, and Triple Heals. Right? This is fine. You can deal with Triple Heals as long, like, my thing is, right? Pros are running like a Storm Moon Knight because the combo is fucking broken with the damage boost, right? And Moon Knight gets his fucking ult so fucking fast, right? You can counter triple support with this Storm Moon Knight combo, but I don't know how I feel about the Bucky. The Bucky is a server admin. Yes, he can delete motherfuckers out the game if played correctly. However, we're not worried about your teammates. The best way to improve in the game is to stop worrying about your teammates and worry about what you can do to provide value to your team and win the game.
That's facts in every game.
In every game. So here we are, fucking lollygagging because we were scrolling on TikTok or Instagram Reels or Facebook, and your teammate is already dead. We're not taking full responsibility here. However, when you play ranked, this is what's going to cost your team the win. Here we go. You're down 2 tanks already. Both of your tanks have been deleted from the front line. So what do we do?
What are you aiming at?
Well, no. Not even that. You tried to save your rogue. Your rogue is in a bad position because she had no more shield anymore. She had her cooldowns were probably burnt out and exactly. Why did we drop? Why did we drop? Now let me show you something. Because you dropped, you put yourself in a peculiar position. Instead of having high ground where you have this cover, you also have a Bucky who can stop dive. And then you have a fallback position around this corner. You can duck down. You can grab this health pack if you need to. You decide to drop down, right? You decide to drop down, give yourself the low ground position and put yourself in a position where you have to back up and look at all of this space an enemy team has to play you. You have no cover in this street. However, if you would have stayed high ground, you have this cover, you have this cover, you can run back, and then you have this cover. You can drop down and there's a health pack, right? All while simultaneously supporting your team. You have no tanks. So at this point, you have nobody to take damage for you. Let's see how this plays out. I want to see how this plays out. You heal your Ultron. You heal your Storm. Look where you are. You're by yourself. You are by yourself with a rogue. Who is this? A Mantis? So what is this? Who is this? I don't even know who the fuck this. Another healer. So regardless, you're not going to kill this rogue. Let's see what happens. The rogue presses you. You use your fade to try to escape. You're low. You're low. You're super low. Your Ultron is down. So guess what this is? GG's. Your first mistake was giving up the high ground. You put yourself in the worst position possible because you gave up the low ground and exposed yourself to the enemy. Look at this. Like, look at this. Bitch, look at what she did to you. She walked you down, grabbed you, force you to use the only thing that you can use to support yourself. Right? You threw your bubble down because that's your panic button. This is how you stay alive. This is your survivability factor right here. Right? You got this AoE bubble that you can use to keep yourself alive while you deal damage. Then you use your fade to get out. So now you don't have your healing survivability and you don't have an escape plan. This is what cost you your first death. Now you only died 2 times this game, which I'm really surprised about if this is how you're playing. Because this is what I experienced in games. Like, people don't know how to use their cooldowns effectively. So you use your fate to get out, but you have no protection. It's not your fault. Your Ultron is out of position. He's getting pressed down. Your Bucky is trying to regather himself. He's not healed. Like, this is an inevitable fucking death right here. You're dead, right? I don't even care about what the rest of your team is doing because we're here for you. This is what we're talking about here. This is how you position yourself better. All right, so what are we doing here? Let's speed it up. Get you to where you need to go. All right, here we go. All right. You got a rogue down again. You got a DPS down again. At this point, what triggers in my mind is this is a GG. This is not a GG, but this is a regather for the next fight. You're down a tank. Well, no. Not only are you down a tank, but you're down both tanks and both DPS. So all you have now are 2 healers. So let's see how you play this.
Your bubble is your get out of your get off me button, right? In fighting games, if your get off me button is being used too damn much, that means you don't know the matchup, right? In this circumstance, the game just started. This man has paused the game at least like 17 times by now, right? And you're already popping your get out of jail free button, right? Listen, in fighting games, when you're popping that fucking get off me a lot, that means you're in a bad circumstance, right? The fact that you are maybe less than a minute into this game and you're already popping your fucking get off me button, that already concerns me. The high ground thing, giving up the high ground, right, is another thing that he talked about. And from the circumstance, like, I genuinely, as he's explaining shit to me, right, because I don't know this game, as he's explaining shit, it doesn't make sense to me, even before I knew that the layout of the map, right? It doesn't make sense to me that you would give up the high ground from where you were at, right? Now, I don't have the experience, right? I'm not going to crash out to the same degree he is. But I do agree that you're not giving yourself a good start.
It's there are like 3 critical things, Anaya, that I want to teach you when it comes to being a high-level hero shooter player. 3 critical things. Positioning is the number 1. Hero shooter theory, which is understanding who has ults and what's coming next. And then the last thing is win conditions. What can I do? Not what my team can do, because what you're going to do is, as you get better in rank, what you're going to do is you're going to check the scoreboard and see what ults, because Marvel Rivals, once you realize what hero shooter theory is, and I've played Overwatch, which is certainly different from Marvel Rivals, but Marvel Rivals is, everything about Marvel Rivals is dependent on ults, your ultimates. right? Whereas in Overwatch, there's more of a neutral game. And when I say neutral game, what I mean is there's more space in between people using their ultimates than in Marvel Rivals. So you'll see a lot more people in Overwatch making plays based off the neutral game, getting flanks, putting themselves in positions for an advantage without using their ults and getting a quick kill, right? Whereas Marvel Rivals, especially with the triple support meta that's going around, everything revolves around ultimates, right? Everything revolves around your supports saving the team and overcoming the enemy, right? Because that's what triple support meta is. So when I see this, you have an Ultron and a Cloak and Dagger. This is a give space, relax. And that's exactly what you guys do. Thank you for not walking into the enemy team and doing some dumb shit. Wait on your team, come back, and then you get back into it. Here we go. Now you got a thing. What is the thing counter on this team? The thing can kind of fuck with the rogue, which is good, but you also have to deal with the triple support. It's not your problem to deal with the triple support. Your problem is sustaining the team long enough to outdo the triple support. That is your primary focus in this because you're going into triple. So here you go. Why are we giving up the fucking high ground? Naya, I need you to understand team compositions, right? They have a Doctor Strange, a Rogue, a Scarlet Witch, and triple support. The only person that's going to push into you aggressively is the Rogue. Maybe the Adam Warlock, but if the Adam Warlock is good. But what I'm seeing here, I'm going to show you. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I just want to give you a bird's eye view. Right? Let's say, for instance, you play this cover. You play this cover. You play this left wall. You play this right wall. You peek out when you want to. You have the high ground to overlook everything on the battlefield. Everything, right? You got an Adam Warlock over here on your left who's by himself, right? Which is not your job to defeat. This is DPS's awareness or tank's awareness to create the space in order to allow the team to capture what the fuck this Adam Warlock is doing. This Adam Warlock is playing super aggressive and out of position. This is, if at a high level, this Adam Warlock gets fucking decimated. That's the fucking truth. Yes, he has escapes. Yes, he has the ability to soul bond and get his HP back. But by forcing cooldowns, you're putting your team at an advantage. You actively give the Adam Warlock high ground. So let's see exactly how this mission, how this plays out.
Hold on real quick. Another thing too, and this is me reading pattern recognition. It almost seems like you meant to push with your team sooner, and you giving up the high ground is you trying to make up for the fact that you weren't right behind them when the rest of them pushed.
You do not need this. What is it? Once again, positioning. You do not need, as a healer, the last thing you want to do is die. You know what I'm saying, Anaya? This is how you stay alive. You're down here in the fight. Now look. Chaos. There's a pure chaos going on. I'm gonna show you. Pure chaos. She wipes out too. Holy shit. Wait a fucking minute. Holy shit. Chuck. What the fuck? DC being here, she can even give more insight into what the fuck is going on, right? So with that being said, we're going to continue with the footage. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Our celestial support queen. You know, I be talking my shit, you know what I'm saying? But however, thank you for the raid once again, DC. But we're going to break down this footage, Anaya, and we're going to continue pushing. So let's get to it. Like I said, everything is about positioning, awareness, and win conditions. My first fault here is Why are we giving up the high ground as a support? Why are we doing this? Right? We should not be giving up the high ground here. Even as a support, right? We should not be giving up the high ground. Look at this. We should not be giving up the support. We should not be giving up high ground. There's only an Adam Warlock up here. Yes, Adam Warlock can fucking spike you, but you can play this cover. You can play this cover, right? You can come out, pop out, get your heels down, throw your bubble down. But look at what we're doing. We're actively engaged in the fight, right? And that leaves us prone to being dove. Luckily, there's only one person on this team that can dive us, and that's the Rogue, right? The Rogue, who's 5-0 and hasn't been contested this entire game. They're running triple support. You guys are running triple support. So this comp with the Thing and the server admin Bucky is all about sustaining. How do you sustain as a triple support team? You don't allow the team to rush into you. There's only really one person that can rush into you from their enemy comp, and that's Rogue. That is your biggest threat, period. The Scarlet Witch is going to do what Scarlet Witch does. She's going to hold her fucking left click, and she's going to put damage down, but it's not enough damage to kill. They throw it disappear, you hear pure. You hear the pure chaos, right? So what are we doing? The Scarlet Witch wipes your Gambit and your Cloak and that and somebody else. Wait, what happened? Oh yeah, you're dead. The theater is so. Of course you couldn't see her because she called it inside of the invisible field. This is why audio cues are important.
Exactly.
Audio cues are important. You know you don't have a Scarlet Witch. She's dead. The theater shows that you're still alive, but you're dead. You're dead. Imagine this. Imagine this. Let me show you something. Imagine you played the high. Oh, wait. What is the fucking camera for this shit? Imagine you played the high ground and you had the cover to get out. Imagine that. Imagine you had the cover to just get behind. Now at least your team has a fighting chance to contest this point. But at this point, because you gave up the high ground, it's over with. You're dead. Another healer is dead. There's no way you're going to out-sustain a triple heal comp. This is GG's. Get ready for the next fight. If you would have stayed on the high ground, you at least give your team a better chance. And that's your second death, right? 25-2, right? And you haven't, and thank God, this is your only death for the rest of the game. You've died twice already. You were 25-2 with 46 assists, right? By keeping the high ground, you eliminate that death right there because you duck in the cover.
Something else I'm gonna say.
Right? Let's speed up the clip. Let's get you back. All right. Next thing is, imagine you're not dead. You're at 78% of your ult. If you stayed alive just a little bit more, wait, hold on. Y'all didn't even hear it. Doctor Strange is ulting. Doctor Strange is ulting. But the worst part about this is he has no support. So he's gonna get burned down here. Look at what happens. You know what I'm saying? He has no support, so he gets no kills off that ultimate. Let's see what you do. We walk back in. Here we go. Positioning is okay. Because one thing about Cloak and Dagger is, excuse me, allergies are a little bad, right? When you hit this, right? Boom, boom, boom. Why? How the fuck did you get out of that? How did you get out of the strange zone? I'm curious. How did you get out of that?
Did she just cloak?
She cloaked out. She cloaked super late. Yeah, she can, but that looks super late. What do you mean this new tech? Think Strange Shield? I didn't see it.
I see. I peeped it.
Okay.
I peeped it. Okay. Green shield.
Strange shield.
Yup.
Okay. Okay. Bless. Thank you for the bless. Imagine this. Imagine this, right? Imagine what you do here. Right? Bless you times 100. Thank you, Spam. I appreciate it. What, DC? What, DC? What you got to say? Let's just imagine we play this, right? You have clear vision of everybody right here. You're out of strange ult. You're not in the way. You are protected. This is why I say positioning is key. As a support, the last thing you want to do is die. You damn near are the last line of defense. Sure, a DPS can make a clutch play. Sure, a tank can make a clutch play. But if they don't have the sustain in their heals to keep going through that with the clutch play, there is no play. Shout out to the Strange for making the clutch play. However, you have still yet to get your ultimate. So you have to play safe. You're in the mix now, right? Let's see. You get your ult. Let me guess. You immediately ult. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Exactly. It looks like a panic ult. Like it immediately, it looks like, it's like, oh my God, I have my ult. Let me save my team. Use your face. Let me, all of the decisions that you're making right now lead to the reason why you use your ults like that. Because you know you have nothing left. When you play your cooldowns efficiently, right? It allows you more reprieve to do things. Right? You know your rogue is using your ult, using her ult, but look at what's going on. Who is she attacking here? She's attacking the fucking server at, oh nope, that's Gambit. Somebody who can escape. Gambit can escape bad situations, right? Who else is dead? You ain't worried about shit. Your Strange out the way, right? So it's just one person on point. Why are we using ult here? Why? Why are we using ult? Ult, right?
Yeah.
She stops momentarily.
Okay.
That's when a Magneto, a good Magneto, spikes that bitch.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because the Magneto has a big ball that absorbs all projectiles.
Okay.
And when she stops, he'll throw that bitch and Shaquille O'Neal that bitch.
Okay.
Right? Child, now you got me reevaluating. That's the point of this. That is exactly the point of this. What I'm trying to teach people is the awareness of what's going on in a situation. This is hero shooter theory that I'm trying to have people understand, because most people don't understand how to play hero shooters for real. When you get to a pro level, when you get to a high competitive level, the highest level I've been was Master's Run on Overwatch when I was playing on console. When I was on Marvel Rivals, I was GM1, almost hit Celestial, but I had to go on deployment and serve the fucking country. Now I'm out, so I have all the free time to fucking play. These are the things that I want people to improve upon. It's these little things, right? And it's not to hate you. It's to show you that there are things that you can do to be better. Like, why are we using this ult here? To save the Gambit? Gambit already uses ult. So we're double stacking ults. That's what we're doing. Yes, look, yes, we're battling on point, but you have nobody to contest the point. And they have already gotten the point. That's the worst part about it all. I swear to God. They have already captured the first point. So we just use ult when their spawn is 5 seconds away. And that's what be blowing me. Why are we trying to contest a point that is already captured? What the fuck are we doing? Well, I threw, absolutely. This was a throw ult. This was a throw ult. But why? Why is it a throw ult though? Why is it throw ult, Pink Fairy? Let me tell you why. Boom. Because you're doing this into 5 people and it's just 2 healers. They already have captured the point. This is where game awareness and hero shooter theory matter, because all you had to do was, yeah, you can leave the Gambit because the Gambit is out of position. It's better for you to get back and help your team sustain right after they get through the choke point, because this one again, most people don't realize that this little area here, this area is you can hold a fucking team down in this area. Why? Because all it is just this space. All they have, right, is this high ground, so they can start doing some stuff, right? Which is also another fucking choke point, which is a disadvantage for the fucking attack team. And then they have this area which has lack of cover. Right, you got this cover here, but it's not enough if there's a lot of DPS going around. So what I'm saying is, look at this Scarlet Witch, right? What is the Scarlet Witch really gonna do to a fucking Strange? She's gonna tickle his fucking health, right? But she's on his team, right? You guys have now switched to Scarlet Witch to counter a Scarlet Witch who in high level play is fucking dog shit. Scarlet Witch is not played in anything above fucking platinum. I'm telling you that right now. Here we go. So we used our ult on top of the Gambit ult to do what? Damn, your game sense and game analysis top tier, man. I'm just trying to explain it to you guys on a level that you guys understand. It's simple. That's it. Because when you guys see what I see, then you start to understand hero shooter theory. Right? And I say hero shooter theory, which is management of cooldowns and understanding what the fuck the enemy team is doing, simply. We're not even talking about positioning. We're not even talking about anything like that. Right? You're going 2v6 into an enemy team when their spawn point. I don't care what it is, right here. They already got the point. Why are we ulting? You can use that ult for more value in a later situation. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, right? So now we used our ult. Wait. Here we go. Right, we used our ult. This is nitpicking, but however, comma, we have used our ult. Watch this. I got to make sure that it's on the floors, that it's displayed, right? We use our ult, right? We back out of our healing field and then throw a bubble down to heal us some more. Hello? Why are we using our cooldowns when we have an ultimate in the field? You see what I'm saying? This is like you said, it's panicking. It's panicking. Slow down, assess the situation. You just threw your ultimate out. You know, the only people that can really one-shot you on this team are Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch can one-shot you with her ult. Nobody else can one-shot you. Your job now in a 2v6 is to get the fuck out. But what are we doing? We're trying to fight a good fight. Fades out, gets back to the team, but you don't have your fucking bubble to heal yourself up. Because why? You threw it down in the middle of your ult. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Cooldown management is everything. Why are we throwing down a bubble when we throw our ult out? So we keep going, right? What are we doing? Let's see what happens here. Okay, boom. This is big. Okay, we got an ultimate from the thing. What happens here? Did you keeping the sustain up? Your Strange gets 2 picks out of 3 supports. This is huge. We're just supporting our team here. And I'm pretty sure that DC will be able to help me out in a term like this, because what I'm saying is, I hear Born Again by Adam Warlock, right? So you know there's a res coming, right? Where's the res? The res is now up top. Born Again, the res is up top. He just resed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. What are we doing here? That's a crazy fucking res. Not only is it a crazy res, I think it's a stupid res. 1, because they're right next to spawn. Right? There's no point in this res. However, it puts your team at a disadvantage because your Scarlet Witch is out there. Your thing is out there. So that now we got 2 supports down. 2 support ults down. So now you guys, all you have to do is sustain. However, comma, look at where your team is. You've got a Scarlet Witch inside of the ult. So if you back out of this ult, you won't see her. You have a thing on the other side of the ult, right? That's 2 fucking people out of position. And then the Scarlet Witch pops her ult. That does 9,999 fucking damage. An instant delete. And let's see what happens. She misses. This is what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? People are going to make mistakes at such a low level that all you have to do is play well and you're going to climb. Why are we using a Scarlet Witch ult when our spawn is right here? That makes no sense. Our spawn is right here. If we were getting spawn held and I had a Magneto to bubble me through my ult or an Invisible Woman to throw that ult down because we're getting spawn held, okay, I can understand the ult. We're trying to get value and create space. The spawn is right here. What the fuck are we doing? Okay? Okay? I hope we're understanding this. Granted, let's see what you're doing. Let's see what you do. Let me. There's the Invisible Woman. Pure chaos. What do we do? Back up. This is beautiful. Your Doctor Strange kills. So let's see what happens here. We got good sustain. Another tip that I want to teach you, right? And this is one thing I see DC do a lot. Instead of trying to wait on your reload, flip the cloak and then flip back to dagger. It's a small amount of frame difference from your reload that allows you to get back up quicker. You flip the cloak and then you go to dagger again and then it's an instant reload immediately. I see DC do this shit all the time where she doesn't want to fuss the reload, so she flips the cloak and then she flips the dagger and it's an instant reload. I started doing that after watching DC do it. I used to just press. That's what I'm saying. It's an instant reload. You swip to one, you swip to the other, and then you're back reloaded. You didn't know that. Exactly. Oh no. Appreciate you for coming through. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. You can do a cloak blind too if you see what I'm saying? Watch that. Do you see what you see? You see what I'm saying? DC, look at this. The thing about hero shooters is, right? This is what I'm showing. I'm trying to get people to understand. In the smallest minute details, right? Boom. Here's your team, right? You know you got to heal up the Doctor Strange, but you don't have to do it from here. You literally don't have to do it. You can do it from back here. You can dead ass do it from back here, right? That way you stay out of whatever the fuck is going on up there. If your tanks are trying to create space and they're out of position, that's their problem. As a healer, it is their job to understand that they need to create space and hold the fucking point. However, they don't need to overcommit to that shit. You got a fucking thing behind the objective trying to contest in a 2v fucking 4. 5. Adam, Strange, Scarlet Witch, and 2 healers. What is he going to win here? He's super out of position. And that's his fault. It's not yours. Based on how they move. Exactly. You know when a Strange is ult. You know when a Strange is going to ult. Because why? He gets aggressive with his fucking shield. It's a telltale every time. He pushes, he holds his shield up, he jumps into the air. Oh, I am Agamotto. It's simple. You just gotta understand how characters move, right? Watch the Strange. Jumps in the air. Surprise. However, did you get that shit off? Let's talk about it. This is a great play by you. This is a great play by you, right? Throws the shield down, sees him in the air, throws the...
This is something I'm going to say, right?
That is a great fucking play.
That's not reaction. That's anticipation.
You anticipated that the Strange was going to do some dumb shit. That is a great fucking fade. right? Unfortunately, your Jeff didn't get in it, which is unfortunate. But you saved your life, and you're able to sustain your team through that. Now watch your Strange. Your Strange retaliates by like, hey, look at what he's doing. Oh yeah. Oh, this is going to be perfect, right? I'm going to ult everybody back here. But guess what happens? This is fire. But what is the Jeff going to do with this ult? What is the Jeff going to do with this? What is the Jeff going to do? What type of dumbass shit was that?
He gave him the high ground.
He gave them the...
Okay.
He gave him the high ground. What?
So it's like, this is not the map you think it is, bro. I've seen the other maps in this game. I've seen my boys play this game before. I don't know a whole lot about it. It's not the map that you can
It's always a fucking Jeff.
Yeah, you can just jump off.
It's always a Jeff, right? But luckily you're running triple support, so you at least have somebody else to depend on. But that was one of the worst plays I've ever seen in my life. He actively gave the team one, a rogue the flank, an Adam the flank, and the high ground. Uncontested. Luckily, they're idiots and they gave up the high ground. If I was that Adam, I would have went right over here. I would have played this. I would have forced the thing to play me, and I would have just sat here in y'all backline and sniped the shit out of y'all. Why? Because his soul bond is fucking broken. It's fucking broken. Adam Warlock as a healer is fucking broken. All he got to do is snap his fingers and you get fucking health back. And then it's damage reduction, right? All I got to do is sit here on the high ground and heal, and you guys are going to die eventually because you guys don't even realize that I'm back here like I'm Zenyatta, and I'm just about to spike the shit out of y'all until y'all die. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say, like, people don't know what the fuck they doing at these lower levels. As long as you continue to put yourself in position to be better, eventually you will wind up in better games. Some people might throw, some people might just be dog shit. And that's not even up to platinum. That is in grandmaster level. I don't know how some people make it a grandmaster. I guarantee you. But
well, I know we all seen the drama about that one bitch who fucking threw with 40 grand on the line.
You see what I'm saying? you see what happened. Zaza wanted to play Widowmaker, and what happened in that tournament? They dove the shit out of her, and it cost her the match for the vibes.
For the vibes.
$40,000, 3 bands for each person. And she wanted to play for the vibes. And what happened? They dove the shit out of her the entire game. And they went like 1-7 in that tournament. GG's. Look at that. Teams getting dove. Okay. Positioning, Anaya. Positioning. Look what I'm saying. Your front line. This is not where you need to be as Cloak and Dagger. DC can vouch to this. Cloak and Dagger is not a front line fucking support. She's not.
I see how far your shit goes.
She can go. This shit goes by fucking range. Why are you playing frontline? Dead last in attorney too. Exactly, recollection. Exactly. Okay, you got a gambit ult. Thank you. Swap to your cloak. What are we doing?
What was the danger there?
It's your own Scarlet Witch. It's your own Scarlet. I'm about to crash out. It's your own Scarlet. What are we fading to? What are we doing? What are we doing? Chill, Lavish. Okay. I'm just saying. What are we doing? Did y'all see me get killed last time? Anaya, this is okay. And once again, this is a training session. This is a coaching session. But I am gonna crash out. You do some dumb shit like this again, I swear to God. What I'm saying is, Anaya, you have to be checking the scoreboard. As somebody who plays hero shooters, it's something that you have to embed in your own mind. Check the scoreboard, see what your team comp is. The other team does have a Scarlet. right? So she died to a Scarlet earlier, right? But as a high-level player, nah, no chill is called Crash Out Coach for a reason. Thank you. Thank you. What I'm saying is, Anaya, because, you know, you're one of my dogs. When you die, it's easier for you to check the scoreboard than for you to spectate somebody. Right? You check the scoreboard, you see what your team comp is, and then you adjust based off what you see. Right? Okay, I know that Scarlet Witch has about 87 on her ult. She's about to ult soon. I want to be there to support that. Okay, my tanks are, you know what I'm saying? That's what you need to be looking at when you look at the scoreboard. Not just, oh, healing done, picks, oh, this person's doing trash. It's about what in the next fight can provide us a win condition. This is what people who are just started playing hero shooters through Marvel Rivals don't understand, because they don't understand win conditions.
I think of it this way, right? Think of it this way. When you drive it, you're supposed to keep your eye on a bunch of shit, right? Hero shooters, from my understanding,
Same thing.
Same shit.
Same
Keep
shit.
your eyes on everything. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's a crash out, coach, but don't take it personally. Because this is what frustrates me as a player who knows what the fuck they're doing, but the team is dog water. Because 99.9% of the time, it's never me. I might have some bad games, and I will be accountable for that. However, the games that I'm not, it's not my fault. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Guarantee you. And that's why I don't worry about my teammates, because that's what Crash Out Coach is for. This is how do you improve. You died twice in this game, and we have been we're not even through the first round, and I have paused over 30 times to address issues. You see what I'm saying? The community as a whole could use a Crash Out. That's what I'm saying. I ain't got the money for that, boss. Stop playing, shorty. You a Marvel Rivals partner. You a Twitch partner. And you be doing that cosplay shit on YouTube. So don't lie to me. All right, chat. We in our element now. It's just me. All right. It's just me now. So I hope y'all paying attention, because I'm locked in. I hope y'all are locked in. Whole thing. Now watch this. Your Scarlet Witch. What? Why did we fade here? Hello? Why did we fade here? Are we tripping? So we faded for no reason. You better not use your ult here. Don't use your ult here. You better not. Support your Jeff. There you go. There you go. Good. The Scarlet Witch just walked up on you and only got pushed down. That's what y'all supposed. That's what's supposed to happen right here. Yep. Support your team, but don't overextend. Great job. We don't need to play point here. Right? We're just standing around, you know, with a lollipop in our mouth. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh. Waiting for the next fight when you could be putting yourself in a position that's safer. Because Cloak and Dagger does not have to be a frontline fucking support. She doesn't have to. That's what I'm telling you. Look at how your character operates and address it like that. That's the biggest thing I want you to understand. You don't have to be frontline. Okay? Disappear, right? There's your thing. Look at what your thing did. Now your Doctor Strange is dead. You're down one. It's 5v6. What are we doing? We need to give space. We need to give space. Look at this. Okay? All right? Okay. Let's watch how cooldown usage here. Boom. We know the Cloak and Dagger is ulting, right? Okay. What I see at high levels is sometimes what people do is they'll just counteract the ult. But since you're 5v6, it would be best to give space. Why are we throwing the bubble in a position when we know we're not going to be in that position? It would be better for you to throw it somewhere here on this corner, right? Right here where you're at, because you're already giving it out the way. I don't have the brain cells for this game. It's not about, bro. This shit is really simple when you break it down. Savvy, when you break, like, that's what Crash Out Coach is for. That's what this whole segment is about. When you break this shit down to a small detail and then you look back at it from this perspective, you understand how much we can improve as players and stop blaming shit on our teammates. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're improving as a player, you're going to climb in ranked. That's all it is. As long as you improve as a player every game and look, at the end of the night, when I'm done playing Marvel Rivals, right? What I do is I go back and look at my VODs of the things that I lost. I don't even look at my wins. I look at the ones that I lost and how I can improve. She sent me 2 IDs of her theater where she won, and I'm picking this shit apart. I need to improve on positioning. That is my worst thing. Anaya, it's more than that. And you can see this. And this shit will be on YouTube for you to see regardless. When you go back and look at this shit, you're going to be like, okay, I see what he's talking about. I see what he's talking about. And then you're going to go into your next game, and then you're going to have the conscious effort to improve upon the things that you know you're weak in. That's the point. That's the whole point. Yep. There you go. Okay. So you push it to their spawn. Okay. See what you do. Okay. You know what? I'm not mad at this. Why? Because what did you do here? What did you do here? Hold on. Let's go back here. I mean, you use your fade for no reason, but it forced you into using your ult. So now that you've got your ult, watch your positioning. You stay inside your heal. Get back to your heal. Kill the Doctor Strange. Kill the invisible one and stay inside your heal. This is good positioning. They can't kill you inside your ult. There's no Magneto. The Scarlet Witch isn't ulting. You know what I'm saying? This is how you improve. There you go. Now look at us. We're standing here. We're standing here, right? If you would have stayed on your fade, you could have played up here. You could have played. Shorty, listen to me what I'm saying. A cloak and dagger is more dangerous when she's in the back line and not contested than when she's in the front line and being picked apart by a rogue and everything the fuck else. If a healer is uncontested, there's no way y'all fucking lose. But look at what you're doing. Oh shit, hold on. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you're doing. All right, shit, let me check my TikTok real quick. Let me make sure my hole's good. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing right now. We just checking our phone, making sure the notifications is good. I need you to lock the fuck in. And was on that phone chat. And that's what I'm saying. You trying to rekindle with your host. Hey, babe, I'm in the middle of my Marvel Rivals rank session. You know what I'm saying? I'll text you back when this game done. You ain't gonna text them back anyway, but still. You see what I'm saying? When you could be worried about, ain't no point in lying. And I thank you for keeping honest. But look, you see what I'm saying? There are points in this game where you can gain an advantage. And this is one of those advantages where you're playing the high ground and forcing, if a team, look, the only person that can legit dive you is Rogue. Sure, Scarlet Witch can fly up there, but that forces her cooldowns and escapes. Right? So she's putting herself at risk, which is fine. Because if she comes up there with one of the flies, she only has one fly to escape. And that fly doesn't go as far as you think it does. So she's putting herself at risk by doing that. The only person that can get in and get out like that is Rogue. That's your only threat in this triple comp. So if you just play against a Rogue, everything else is simple. Yeah, your teammates are going to throw. However, if you're in a good position, none of that shit matters. I think another problem I have is not knowing how other characters' kits work. Well, you're in Platinum. So if you're going to play this game at a high rank, you need to understand how other characters' kits work. Right? You play enough to pay attention. That's one thing I've realized. Like, one thing I'll acknowledge about Digital Chocolate, right? She has grown as not only a support or a strategist main, but as a Vanguard main, right? Because her awareness allows her to be better, right? And that takes time by understanding characters' kits and how they work and how people function and seeing the different habits and tendencies that people play on the character. That comes with taking time of being aware while you're playing the game and not just being on bot mode. If you want to improve as a character, you can't just play this game like, okay, here we go. Yeah, we're just playing. I'm just playing right today. Here we go. I'm just functioning on my controller or my keyboard and mouse and just having shits and giggles. If you want to improve as a character, you have to be locked in and paying attention. Get off fucking TikTok. So here we go. Oh my God, punish her. You. Because why the fuck is the Scarlet Witch walking forward? Now you've got a Doctor Strange. Let's see what happens here. Wait, I seen it. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm telling you, bro, my awareness is on 1,000. My awareness is on a fucking 1,000, right? I'm not just sitting here lollygagging. I'm not scrolling on TikTok. Boom. They killed the Gambit. But what does the Scarlet Witch do? Watch this. There's a brief moment where you can see her. Brief. But you got to be locked in. Because you as a healer should know where everybody's coming from. So you see a Scarlet Witch on your flank, what would I do? Let me show you what I would do. We'll back up. Why? She can't attack from here. She can't attack from here, right? Unless she plays a hard flank, which is a hard commit. You play this wall because you're cloak and dagger, and that's how you're supposed to play in the black back line. Because as long as your daggers hit one person, everybody around that person gets heals. Okay? All right, cool. Let's keep going. Awareness is key. Got another healer. Wait, hold on. Let's see what you're doing. Let's see the cooldown usage. Why? Let's look. Let's stop. Let's stop and look. Full health. Full health. Full. I'm showing you. Like, this is what I look at when I'm playing the game. I swear to God, I don't just play the game just to play the game. But we saw Gambit get pushed back, and then we spammed our heal that does bonus healing, right? Am I wrong in saying that? Look at this. Like, there was no point. There literally was no point. Now you're on cooldown. You know what I'm saying? You use both of them. You use both of them and your bubble just to heal. All you had to do was sustain. However, if he was getting low, yeah, then you use your window to heal him. Now you're down both, and you got a Scarlet Witch behind you. Yo, what are we doing? Got a kill, spams it, throws the window when you know it's not a guaranteed hit. Fade for what? What are we fading for? Because we're scared of the Scarlet Witch? You can contest the Scarlet Witch. As a cloak, you damn near do a close amount of damage that she does with her basic attack. As long as you stay out of her field and away from her explosives by what? Playing cover. You don't have to worry about shit. This is high level gaming. You use your cloak. You have your teammates to support you. So why are we using our fucking fade? You already wiped 4 people earlier. You know you don't have to use as many cooldowns when it's only one person. Let's keep going. I am picking everything apart. And that's why I look, when we be playing quick play, I don't just be fucking playing quick play just to play quick play. I be working on my engagements in 1v1s. And that be y'all problem. Y'all just be playing for fun. I be playing to get better. When I'm playing Captain America, I don't just play Captain America just because, oh yeah, fuck, it's Captain America, he's fucking fun. No, I play because as a dive tank, you need to understand where your strengths and weaknesses are in 1v1s because Captain America is nothing but 1v1s. Keeping it a fucking buck. I'm gonna force cooldowns, and I'm gonna force you to do something that I want you to do. That way, when I dive back again, you don't have what I want you to have, and then I can fucking kill you. And Marvel Rivals, of course. We're picking. We're picking. Why are we using? Here we go. Let's see why we're using. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 people with their heels up. 5. Your Doctor Strange is good. Just because your thing is out of place doesn't mean you need to fucking. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 other healers, and of all things, you have this fuck. You have this fuck. And look what he's doing. He's healing. You have 2 other healers to rely on. Stop wasting your cooldowns when you do not need to use your cooldowns. This is what makes you a better player. Why? Why are we throwing the bubble down? Here. All right. We see here an exclamation point. Right? Hey, to the low-level players that are watching this game, we see the exclamation point, right? You're out of range. Right? There goes your Scarlet. You didn't get shit. Hello? This is why Scarlet Witch is a trash fucking character. Sure, her ult does 9,999 fucking damage, but it gives a big exclamation point and a sound cue that everybody knows to fucking dodge. At a low level, yeah, she can be a demon, but at a higher level, this bitch is trash. That's it. Look at how easy the game is. It's like playing rock. I ain't gonna lie. It's like playing Rocket Raccoon. He just sit in the back line and shoot balls. Throw his little spawn point down and just stay out the way. Look how easy this is for you. Why would you make it harder on yourself by going into the front line here? Don't do it. Look at how far you are from the team and still supporting the team. Let your teammates make mistakes of using their ultimates while they're right there. Not your problem, but look at how far you are when you're sustaining the team. Hello? You move 5 feet. Sustain your gambit. The Strange cannot fuck with you when you're in position where you need to be. That is my whole point in just this first half of the video. He just forced ult for no reason. He had no support. And then you threw your bubble down to support, and it's not even necessary, right? Because your team's there to follow up. All you had to do was hit that nigga with a couple daggers, and you're good to go. Hello? See what you see? I hope you understand my mind frame when I see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all almost done with this, and this is just the first half. I have been on this shit for an hour, picking at your shit because this is how you get better. Okay, look, they got a squirrel girl now, right? I saw some nuts flying around. Pause. I know I saw some random damage coming across. Okay, if there's one character in the game that teaches you how to play fucking cover, it's fucking Squirrel Girl. Because this is one of the easiest characters to lock down in the game, but people just, I don't know, I'm just gonna stand in the middle of the lane and take nuts to the face. Why? You eliminate most of Squirrel Girl's problems when you take cover. Her balls don't go around. Sure, they explode. Yeah, you take a little explosion damage, but if you're not getting hit directly, you're not getting the full damage. You can heal yourself up. So why are we dying to Squirrel Girl? She can't trap you if you're around corners. Same thing with Hawkeye. You know how many times I've seen a Hawkeye get shut down by people who just play cover? He can't hit you if he can't see you. It's just that simple. But people would want to sit in the middle of the lane and let him reign supreme with 100% damage fucking arrows. Hello? What are we doing? I see a okay. Not only do they have a squirrel girl, this is where you check things, right? They have a squirrel girl, a Spider-Man, a Black Panther, and a Namor. They have 4 DPS. Granted, when I see some shit like this, you have 2 divers and a person who can damn near one-shot you in Squirrel Girl, right? So now you have to look at this scoreboard as a grape. You see what I'm saying? 4 DPS, 2 heals. Now you know you can out-sustain the team, but you have 2 people who can find your position easily and shut you down. Right? 4 DPS is the throw. They're throwing now. However, you also can throw by putting yourself in a bad position. You didn't die. So let's see what happens. Oh, look, a Spider-Man. You panic in your 1v1s. Naya, this is my strategy for you. Right? This is what I want you to do. When we're playing from now on, and you get into these situations, stop panicking. Slow down. Okay, good. You got hit by something. You throw down your thing immediately. That's okay, but it doesn't make sense when you just get hit once. Now you have a Spider-Man in your face, and your bubble is gone. This is where you throw down the bubble. Right? At some point, you need to rely on your team. If your team heals a dog shit, then I understand why you throw the bubble down. But what are we doing? You have to defend yourself at this point. You cloak out, you fade out. Now you have nothing to sustain yourself. So watch your positioning here. Watch your positioning. We don't need to be playing aggressive here. We know we don't have cooldowns. We need to back up. Oh, we got our shield back. Oh, thank God. And immediately use our ult. You got to. You literally have to. You have to. Right? You literally have to use your ult right here because you have nothing else. Why? Because you panicked and used everything else before the engagement even started. This is all you have left. This is how you find value. Why are we trying to heal when we have our ultimate down? Why are we trying to heal when we have our ultimate down? Because we don't trust our aim as a cloak. It automatically attaches. Thank you. Both basic attacks do the same thing. Bro, I have been sitting here. You went 25-2 with 40-something assists, and I have picked your brain in half a fucking round. Yeah, you thought this was going to be a good game, but from what I see at a high level, this is terrible. And I appreciate you for showing me this. But there are so many things that you can do better. And that's the whole point of Crash Out Coach. I ain't crashed out crazy. I've given you due respect and shown you where you need to improve. And that's just one half. Do we even want to watch the other half? You know what I'm saying? Because there are things that you could probably do better on attack. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is just the first half, my love. There's more we can do. We can be better. And this is what I'm saying. When me and Dark be in there talking shit, it don't be for no reason. Because I see things that you don't. Right? I see things that you don't. And that's what I want to explain to you and Izzy and things like that. There's always something to improve upon. So let's watch the second. I don't even have look. I don't even have to watch the second video because I've given you enough in just this first segment. We're gonna watch the second segment, right? We're gonna watch your attack, right? Because attack and defend are two different things. And I feel like supports are more relied on in the attack phase, in the defend phase, than attack. Because if you position yourself right and your enemies are idiots, then you can win a game without really doing anything. However, on defense, your cooldowns, your management, your understanding win conditions, your positioning have to be key. Because you can give up a game by just playing fucking poorly as a support, as a strategist. You can do that. Imagine if y'all wasn't running triple support and y'all didn't have two other healers to rely on. If you're dead and you're using these cooldowns trash, this is how you lose games. Right here. By the things that I pointed out. Is she on her phone? No, she's not. What? Naya, what are we doing here? What are we using our daggers for? Who's hurt? You're putting yourself in peculiar positions already. The only person that was hurt was Scarlet Witch because she was on the flank. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's go back. Let's just go back. Let's just go back. Why are we using our healing here? For group walls. Who's hurt? Who's hurt? Here we go. Good little heal, but you use it when you can't even use your daggers for like 2 seconds, right? The whole point of that window is to boost the healing that you put out and to heal them for a burst heal. Boom. Your Strange is alive. He's critical. I started making a change with that recently. If the team is healthy, I try to position safely for damaging the enemy. Exactly. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Like, there's no point in using your daggers when your team is not taking damage. These daggers are very powerful as a basic heal. You get, hold on. These daggers trace, they track. You don't have to fucking aim with these daggers. Not only that, but they do an AoE heal when you're hitting one of your teammates. So if somebody's close, they fucking heal the other person. Not as much, but they do healing. So if they're not taking damage, guess what I'm doing? I'm switching the cloak and I'm getting me a little damage to build my ult up. Forcing an advantage for my team. That's what I'm saying. DC, you are, and that's the thing, DC, you already, like I said, Shawty, you celestial. And you're constantly improving. It's the little things. Granted, in this video, it's a lot of little things. However, we can all improve. Is what I'm saying. That's the whole point of Crash Out Coach. We can all improve. Good heal here. All right, you're taking damage on your left. Let's see what you do. You took a lot of damage, so you faded. But what are we doing with this fade? We use our fade. We don't play the cover. We don't get out of dodge. We instantly cancel the fade just to kill her. It's not your job to confirm the kill as a strategist. I need you to realize that. It's not your job. Sure, she's out of position. Sure, you can get the kill. But what is more important? What is more important? You risking death or you staying alive? That's what you need to ask yourself. What is more important here? If I stay alive or risk myself and get the kill? This is a Scarlet Witch. She's not doing hella damage until she hear her ult anyway. She's a low tier fucking character. All right. Let's see what we got. Not your job to kill. It's your job to sustain the team. All right, everybody's up. Here we go. See what we do. I ain't gonna lie. Look at your gambit. Look at where your gambit at. Your gambit. Granted, he's wasting cooldowns up here, but at least he's on fucking high ground. Look at what he's doing. He's got to build his ult. He knows his ultimate is fucking good. He can't do it all, but it's good to build the ult. He can come back to the team and get heals. Why? Because you're not contested in this phase, right? Oh, hold on, chat. I know what we're doing right now. Hold on. Okay, everybody's healed. Hold on, chat. Let me put my phone up. Take my phone real quick. Oh shit. We playing. We actually playing. Here we go. Standing here. Oh, let me check my phone. Oh shit. We reload again. Here we go. Y'all see what I'm saying though? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, you can tell when the player's just not fucking with the game, bro. That's all I'm saying. Heal. Good heals. I'm not mad at the window. Might as well use it. You know what's crazy is? I didn't even know she got 2 windows now. When did that buff happen? I know she used it last round. I was like, when the fuck did she get 2 fucking windows? That no wonder why people are playing her more now. I didn't know she got 2 windows. Dang, can't take a second to scratch her nose to drink some water? Let's just prove my point, DC. Because I don't see you do this. I definitely don't see you do this. At least in GM and Celestial, you'll be moving around, putting yourself in a position to help the team. Let's chill. Let's chill for a second. Reload for what? Okay, now we get our heals on. A girl who wastes her cooldowns, and now you know not to waste your cooldowns. 2 windows, and you can use one of each cloak and dagger with separate cooldowns too. See a shot, take a shot. Didn't know that, chat. Boom. Okay. All right. The entire dynamic of how you heal has changed. Why has your entire dynamic as a healer changed, chat? Somebody tell me. If somebody gets this right, I swear to God, I love you forever. Why has the dynamic of how you heal changed? What is different from this round than last round? What have we noticed in these? I'm just going to show you this segment right here. What is different? What has changed? What is different about this setting? Somebody please tell me. And if DC don't get this, I'm pulling her rank. They pushing? Nope. Ain't that. I'm behind? Nope. It ain't that. What are you behind on? What has changed on the enemy team? I'm not up front. You're not supposed to be up front. Look at the composition, chat, and tell me what is different. No. What do we see on the enemy team that can stop everything? This is the best tank in the game right now. The fucking Groot. The Groot. Why is Groot such a dynamic change to your healing? Because if he walls your team off, what happens? You can't get heals. You cannot get heals. Why is Groot so good? Why is he such a great tank? Because if he separates somebody from the team and they can't get heals, that person dies. The entire dynamic of your healing now changes. Groot is the #1 ban as a tank in the game, outside of Tank Deadpool. And that's exactly the reason. Because if he walls off your team, he separates one person. That person is dead. With good coordination, of course. Look what happens. Look what happens. Let's go back. Let's watch what happens. Boom. Look at your Strange. You see walls. He throws the iron wall up. First of all, that's a throw by him. Because the iron wall is supposed to be used so he can maintain his health. But he uses it in a position where you can't heal him. And now your Strange is dead. Do y'all see what I be saying? This is why you have to pay attention to the scoreboard. If you want to get better, you have to pay attention to the scoreboard. They have a group. They now have a Punisher, Scarlet Witch, and triple support. So now, one thing you need to know is at long range, you're not winning. Why? You have a Strange, you have a Magneto, you have a Scarlet Witch, and triple support. So what do you do? Chat, what do you do to counter this? When you're playing into a group, a Punisher, and a Scarlet Witch. We don't care about the triple support. We already know how to deal with triple support. We've already acknowledged what's going on. Being able to out-sustain and get your ult faster in triple support is the meta, right? How do we counteract a Groot, a Punisher, and a Scarlet Witch? Triple tank? No. It's not triple tank. What is Groot good at? Separating your team. What is Punisher good at? Shooting you at long range. You already have shields, so you're good there. You have to play the shields. However, what else is something you can do to not force your team to use their shields at all times? What's the one thing you can do to improve yourself in every game? What's the one thing? Make it easier on your team to not have to protect you. What's the one thing? It starts with the letter P. Starts with the letter P. We've been talking about it the whole time. We've been talking about it the whole time, chat. You're going against a Groot and a Punisher. One's long range and one can shut you off. So how do you yourself? How do you save yourself? It starts with the letter P. No, it's not push. It's not push. Anybody else got any other? I don't know. Position. Thank you, Ono. Thank you. Position. Do not allow yourself to be in a position where the group can wall you off. Do not be in a position where the Punisher can pick you off from a distance. How do you do that? You play with your team. We in class for real. And that's what I be trying to show people, man. This is how you be better. This is how you get better. You open up the scoreboard. Like, look, Pink Fairy, look. I'm gonna show you something. Look at this. Look, you got your heels up, and what do? You stop right here. Perfect time to check the scoreboard. They already done switched to their comp. Am I right? Look at this. Look at the score. Look at the scoreboard. Groot, Punisher, fucking Scarlet Witch. Ooh, let me not poke my motherfucking OLED monitor. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, baby. Look at what's going on. You sitting here chilling? Check the scoreboard. You look at the scoreboard. All right, let's see. My Doctor Strange, 37, 38, 52 on my Scarlet. I'm halfway. Everybody else is below me. Okay. You can't see the enemy ults. So let's not even acknowledge the enemy ults, but the composition you can see. This is just a quick glance. If you're gonna sit here and scroll on TikTok, change your TikTok to looking at the scoreboard. This is how you become an elite fucking healer. This is how you understand win conditions as a player. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep going, right? Now, hold on, I gotta get back to where the fuck we was, because I don't even know where the fuck we were. Boom. That's where your Strange died. So here we go, right? Positioning, right? That's where we are, right now, chat. This is a prime example of positioning. Your Strange got walled off because he was too far, he was too aggressive, right? He could have easily, right, hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something, because I know for a fact he didn't use it. Watch this, chat. Watch this. Look at him. Watch him. Taking damage, taking damage, taking damage, taking damage, taking damage. Shield, shield, shield. Continues to push into the damage. What are we doing? What can he do here? He can just play. Look at where the tree is. Look at where the payload is. Man, I'm about to start hitting you up on my gameplay again, masterclass right here, and that's what I'll be trying to tell people, bro. I'm not here. It's Crash Out Coach because it's funny, but real deal, this is how you get better. Right here. This is how you get better. You go back, you look at the fucking VOD, and you look at how the fuck you can improve. That's what really be making me crash out because people don't do this. This is how you get better. This is how you get better right here. People don't care. They just be playing rank just to play rank. This is why teammates be fucking throwing. I appreciate your recollection. I do. I appreciate you. Here we go. Look, as the Strange, right? I would be playing here. I would play this corner. Peek out, use my shield. Okay, cool. Wait, let my shield regen. They're not pushing me. They all got high ground. Okay, I need to worry about that. I need to check this flank, make sure nobody's pushing behind me, but I'm still playing this. I'm still playing this. I could even play this. Yeah, because why can I play this? Because I have a Magneto who also has a fucking shield. Okay? Right? I can play this. I can play this. But I don't have to peek out super aggressively because I know they got a Punisher sitting on fucking high ground, shooting and melting down my fucking shield. Why would I push it to? If I don't have somebody to push into that, I'm going to play the cover as long as I possibly can. Why? Because he's not going to be able to sit on that turret for as long as possible. The turret disappears after a certain amount of time, and he's already been on it. Right? Here we go. Let's keep going. Doctor Strange is dead. He got walled off and deleted by Groot and fucking Punisher. All right, here we go. We're 5v6 right now. Boom. Here we go. Yep. Heal up. Heal up. We're 5v6. We need to fall back. Because if they had a dive tank, this is the perfect time for a dive tank to strike. The perfect Hicks. Hold on. I know I heard it. Scarlett's about to use her ult for what? This is what I'm saying, chat. You didn't get no value out of that ult, but let's see what other value she created by forcing the team to look at her. See what happens. Everybody forced her. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, chat. This is beautiful. Watch this. These might be Loki clones here. Look at this cloak. Look at this Punisher. Look at the Scarlet. Look at the Groot and the Invisible Woman. Oh my God. If this ain't, she created value regardless of her not getting the kill. Was it a trash ult? Absolutely. But it did something to give your team an advantage. Which is what, chat? What did she do with that ult? What did she do with that ult, chat? Somebody tell me, please. What did she do with that ult? When it comes to awareness, what happened here to give our team the advantage? Gave them an opportunity to position and push. Exactly. You have two characters who are separated from their team, a tank and a healer. There's no DPS close. They got a Loki looking down at them. Yes, Loki can't super heal all that, but it gives your team the advantage to create space because these two are now at a disadvantage. They are super out of position. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2v4 right here. Right? So as a Magneto, and I guarantee he doesn't do this, look at what he's looking at. He's looking at the Loki clones. This would not be my, as a Magneto, this would not be my priority. Fuck that Loki clone. I'm telling you right now, I'm barreling this fucking Invisible Woman down. I'm not tunnel visioning. I'm putting enough pressure on her to force her back. Because what happens when I force if the invisible woman is jumping backwards and out of the way, what value is she providing other than her escaping and staying alive? That means this group may or may not be getting fucking heals. That means I put enough pressure on this invisible woman for her to back up and give what? Space. So now the group that's the only fucking front line on their team, right? Great front line, by the way, has to give space. He has to. So with my prediction, let's watch how it plays out. Let's watch. Because of the value that Scarlet Witch forced with her ult, she forced the Groot into a careless decision to use his ult into a Magneto that could use his shield. That's exactly what just happened. Blocked it. Blocked it. I don't know if that was intentional by the Magneto. He was just taking damage, but because of the Scarlet Witch, Groot is now already panicking because he knows he's out of position. He probably doesn't know because he's not paying attention to his back line. He's just fucking frontlining. This is low rank. I guarantee you he don't have the awareness for that. However, he blocks it. Forces the ult. The Groot misses because he throws it right into a mag ult. We have a Jeff ult going on. There's your Jeff ult. Don't double ult. Don't. Do not do that. What are we doing? See, this is shit that pissed me off, boy. I ain't gonna lie, this is shit that pissed me off. You got this bubble right here to sustain, right? But even worse than that, this shows lack of awareness. Why? Why does this show lack of awareness, chat? Why does it? Why does this show lack of awareness? What possibly is the reason for you to ult right now? I'm not worried about the Jeff. The Jeff is going to do what he wants to. Somebody tell me, why do we ult there? We panicked. No, we didn't panic. This is one of those things that I hate as a strategist. We force the value. We force them out of position. We use our fade. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my God, we got our ult. Let's use it. Without assessing the situation first, right? Because we're playing front line, so we don't know what's coming next. Instead of playing back line, instead of playing the position, this is what happens. It's a cloak and dagger. You get your ult and you're like, I want you my ult. Yeah, I want to press the ult button. And this is what happens. Why? Look at your team. Your Scarlet Witch is full health. Your Magneto is full health. I don't know where the fuck where your Strange at? Where the fuck he been? Like, where the fuck is your Strange? I don't even know where your Strange at. Oh, your Strange ahead. Getting fucking... There is no point in using your ult here. He already missed his ult. Luckily, your Jeff just fucking nuked everything. That's why it'd be like sometimes, you know, Jeff is fucking crazy. Jeff is fucking nuts. Especially when you have an invisible woman on the team, because you basically negate her ult if they don't get outside of the ult. Jeff is a good counter to invisible woman, and a lot of people don't realize it. With his ult, you go in there, you press fucking Q, and you go on her side, her ult, his ultimate fills up her fucking ult. Realize that. Jeff is a good counter to invisible woman because you completely negate her ult for 1, maybe 2 seconds. Her ult only lasts 6 to 8. So now you cut that shit down to 4 seconds. Don't let it be a Moon Knight on the team, and he threw his motherfucking ult down too. That's why DC hate motherfucking Moon Knight. He throw his ult down, he doing damage to the fucking to the invisible woman. Oh, and she the invisible woman main. She hate Moon Knight for that reason. This ult's supposed to protect me. This nigga doing damage. In defense, the button is shiny, and that's the problem. It's a cue that you see, and you like, oh, I'm pressing that shit. Stop doing that. Why? Assess the situation. You got everybody up. What's the point of using your heals? This nigga got a 5-man. You better thumbs up that Jeff after that. Because that's a free point right there. Your Strange trying to walk like he all cocky and shit, like the Jeff just didn't fucking suicide himself to get the point. Yeah, Jeff carried that. What are we talking about? Now watch your group. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Is Scarlet Witch dead? I don't know how the fuck she getting out. She did though. Yeah, this is just cleanup at this point. There's nothing to talk about here because you've got the team on a fucking spiral. They tried to regroup off of the first spawn, and now they're spiraling. And this is GG. There's no way they get back here. The Invisible Woman's gonna show up. She can't do that. That's GG's. Your Jeff won that fight off of his ult alone. That was fucking crazy. Chat. There is no look. If y'all want another episode of this, make sure y'all tap into the YouTube because I might have to do the next episode all stream on YouTube. But I hope and pray that y'all learned a lot from this shit. I've been sitting here dissecting this shit for an hour and some fucking change. She was 25-2 with 46 assists. 25-2 with 46 assists. This looks like a blueprint fucking game as a Cloak and Dagger. But I have broken down every fucking mistake she made in this fight and made sure that y'all were paying attention to it. I've been playing Cloak and Dagger for a while and still learned some stuff I never thought. That's what I'm saying. I want y'all to be able to see this shit, man. This is how you improve as players. I go back and watch my history when I'm done playing at the end of the night just to figure out what else I could have done better. You have to be able to get outside of your mind, your own mind, and look at how the game played out. This is how you get better, right? And it's fun to do it. You'd be like, oh, I was a fucking idiot there. And you can joke and laugh about it. Be like, okay, I'll play that better the next time. You know what I'm saying? This is the point of reviewing your motherfucking history, man. Review your VODs, review your matches. Get fucking better, man. As a community, this is what we do. As your crash out coach, that's all I want for you. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all appreciated this segment. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all play some Marvel Rivals. Y'all play some Overwatch because you can take a lot of this Marvel Rival shit and apply to Overwatch too. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be motherfucking safe. It's your boy McLavishh.